Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of August 3rd. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, so check all three. And if you're not sure which one you are, there's a free calculator down below. Now, I've also done your weekly love forecast for this week, guys, and if you're interested in that, that link is also down below. All right, Scorpios, let's jump right into it. Let's see. Okay, so week of August 3rd. Ooh, looking good, Scorpios. Looking good. Whoa, did you see that? So sorry. That is yours. Okay. All right, and a theme for the week. All right, Scorpio, we have the 10 of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Magician, the Epiphany card, 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands, the Empress, this is the one that flew, the 9 of Wands, and the theme is the Solutions card. So starting right out with the 10 of Cups, you're going to be very focused on family, on harmony in your relationships, on your home in some ways. So it's going to take up a lot of focus this week. And of course, right, we're having Venus going direct right on the 29th, right? So I'm filming it today. Actually on the, oh no, it already did on the 29th, so days ago. There's going to be a lot of focus on money, on love, on relationships, on family. Now, you have the Page of Swords with the Magician here, so just understand that this week, while there's going to be a lot of focus, I think the reason there's going to be a lot of focus on your relationship, Scorpio, is because there's going to be a lot of conversations and really blunt conversations, some honest truths here, but this is a good thing. Sometimes we need to clear out the closet. We need to clear out the energy that's kind of sitting in our throat, and we have to just talk about it, be honest, having those really open conversations that are not argumentative. It's in a nice, safe, and vulnerable environment that allows for people to kind of communicate in a way that allows them transparency and a level of vulnerability. Okay, and you've been asking for this. Now you have the Magician. This is really good, Scorpio. So perhaps in some of your relationships, there might have been some turmoil, maybe a couple bumps in the road. And what you really needed with this person or people is to just have a nice sit down and be like, what's really going on? How can we fix this? How are we going to approach this? And yeah, you might get some really honest truths, but Scorpio, and this is my sun, I think we could all agree that we would prefer an ugly truth to a pretty lie, right? So this is really good though, because now that you have this clarity, like, whoa, that was kind of, that hurt. But I'm glad I know, because I didn't know before. I didn't realize. And now that we have all the facts, we can fix, we can heal, we can create, we can move. Now we have the Epiphany card. This is a really good lesson for you, Scorpio. And while the Epiphany card is the card of the spiritual teacher, it's also about you as a soul gaining wisdom, learning how to hold space without taking things personally, learning how to be vulnerable, knowing that it's safe, learning how to communicate in a way that's objective and not emotional. I'm just giving examples, but this is wonderful. This is emotional maturity and evolution, mental maturity and evolution, spiritual maturity and evolution. This is wonderful. I think this is a really, really great week, because while you can enjoy a relationship, but it requires cleanups. It requires, upgrades. How are we doing? Checking in with each other, making sure we're on the same page, so that all the energy that we're putting into something is actually building towards something. It's actually going somewhere. You have the 2 of Wands with the 10 of Wands. Now this is about relationships of some form. So for some Scorpios, this can be your romantic partner. This can be a sibling. It can even be someone that you just collaborate or work very close with. It could even be a business partner when it's the 2 of Wands here. Or this might be both. So you're having these really honest and blunt conversations in all your relationships. You're fixing things here with your family, your romantic partner. And over here with your career, this is about being a little overwhelmed with your work. This is trying to fulfill your career and your goals this week, but you might notice you're getting a little burnt out, Scorpio. When you have the 10 of Wands, you can be working over hours. You could be trying to please too many people. Maybe you're trying to please the higher ups by taking on more projects, or please all your clients by trying to accommodate their schedules. But it's balance, because what good is all of that? What good is working towards all your goals? I should listen to this advice myself. What good is working towards all your goals and being really ambitious and being really a go-getter when you burn yourself out and you're stuck in bed for 3 days because you've burnt your body out and now it needs to recoup? So let's find some equilibrium. You have some good, honest conversation with yourself, and you can still have good communication and good relationships professionally by being honest with your boundaries and your time. And trust me, people will respect that a lot more, because not only are they getting good feedback and you're going to give them a good job, but honest, they'll respect the fact that you're not always available. So you're more of a commodity, so think of it that way. We have the Empress and the Nine of Wands. What you're doing this week, Scorpio, you're trying to birth and create healthy relationships, a new foundation. Let me give you an example of this. When you have the Empress, you're at this energetic point where, like, you know what? I'm going to bloom in my career. I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm not going to ignore elephants in the room. So I'm going to tie up loose ends in my relationships with my cousins, with my friends. I'm going to make sure that moving forward, either you're with me and it's going to be healthy and we're both on the same page, or I'm going to release you with peace. I love this energy, Scorpio, because it has such a maturity to it that can really be valued and respected. And it's mostly because you're valuing and respecting yourself. These people that you're working together with are people that you love and that you genuinely want to kind of take with you as you move forward. The work that you're doing and putting energy, this is something you really want to grow. And so what are you doing? You're having honest conversations, you're being transparent, you're creating new energy, new boundaries, new goals, and you're putting all this energy towards it versus stifling off your energy to all the half-ass BS. We have the Nine of Swords here too. So at the very end of the week, I do think you're going to be pretty exhausted by the end of this week, with the Nine of Swords of saying, they know, but stay determined. All this energy, all the work you're putting into this development and the unfoldment of this kind of new chapter in your life is worth it. And at first it might feel like a little bit steep, like, ooh, this takes way more energy. How am I going to balance it all? But don't worry, it's not going to be forever. It's just for right now. Even when, like, you go hiking, right? It's not always a hill. Yeah, it feels steep, and then you hit this, and then it's like, nice cruising up, and that's just life. The theme of the week is the Solutions card, and this is all about compromise. The whole week is about you not being too emotional, being much more logical, being a lot more, not indifferent, but impartial, recognizing that other people's truths or schedules really genuinely have nothing to do with you. How people are acting is just based on a reflection of what you trigger or what you bring up for them. This is not a personal thing. And the success in all of these arenas is going to come, and will come if you're objective and you can find middle ground and learn to forgive and let go of things that really are trivial. Doesn't really matter. Like, okay, you know what? That kind of hurt when I heard it, or that's not my ideal, but at the same time, it's not a deal breaker. At the same time, it really isn't about me. At the same time, it's more my ego, not my heart or my goals. And that's okay. I'm not going to give my power away to that. And finding that middle ground. I'm loving this evolution, Scorpio. Yes, do it. And blessings to your work and to your relationships. If you love your weekly love forecast, that link is down below. Or if you're interested in a more in-depth tarot session, a soul reading, or a healing session, that's also down below. Otherwise, guys, I will see you next week for next week's readings. Take care.